Good evening. Is the frequency in use? I don't even need to wait for an answer because I've been sitting here listening for about 30 minutes. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I'll be looking for check-ins, but first, is there emergency traffic? Nah, that never is. It's only been going on almost 11 years, and there's nobody that's ever had emergencies. I don't want any. I don't think there ever will be. They usually come up when we're not on the air. At any rate, you can break for an emergency, even if it's a minor emergency, like you can't get your coffee pot to work or something like that. we'll be glad to help you. Just tell us where you are and what your problem is if you do have an emergency. For information on this net, you can go to YouTube right now and see me if you want to. You can cover that up if you like. You can also see the analog meter that gives you an indication of what your signal strength is compared to others. You can also hear stations you might not otherwise hear, and that's put K4PEW into the search block for YouTube, and it'll bring up, you'll see it. You won't miss it. You can also go to 146415.net to have information on Simplex. Nice, I think it's a nice little display of what Simplex is all about. You can also go to groups.io and put in MJSS. That's Mike, Juliet, Sierra, Sarah in the search block there to get on our net schedule, or just see our net schedule to actually get on the, not the net schedule, to get on the system. There's about 200 of us there. You can also ask technical questions, sell equipment, so it's a good place to be. Besides, I don't know of another club that has 200 people on their system. I really don't. I mean, around here anyway. I think the one down in what you call it, Huntsville has around 400 people in their club, so it's going to be hard to beat that. Or you can send me an email, and I'll be glad to try to help you. K4PEW, that's Papa Echo Whiskey at ARRL.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays and Saturdays, even though we're not too normal. But we're pretty regular about how we do it. It's on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. And this week, of course, we're starting on 146.415 FM Simplex. Purpose of that is to have fun. Really just help support others, figure out how our radios work versus how it doesn't work, and listening for stations that we might not be able to hear otherwise, and figure out ways to improve our signal and or our reception. Usually that's with higher and better antennas. As I always say, that always just buy the best antenna you can afford, because it only costs tens of thousands of dollars to put up a tower and put up a big antenna, and that's still a hobby. This is not, you're not FEMA, you're not the Tennessee Emergency Operations either. Team, I think it is. Anyway, I'm not either. We're just working out so that we can, if we have an emergency, we can help out our families, and our neighbors in our community. If we had to, it hasn't come up yet. I have been out on some things, but nothing of real emergencies. Okay, announcements. The only big announcement, of course, now is Huntsville. Huntsville Club. It's the Huntsville Amateur Radio event down there, and that's in August. I haven't forgot the date already. 19th, I think. I think it's the 19th and 20th. It's Saturday and Sunday. You can look it up. Huntsville Amateur Radio Club. I think it's hamfest.org if I'm not mistaken, but you can look it up. Huntsville Amateur Radio Club, and that's always a big event. A lot of manufacturers there and other big vendors, and so a lot of same old boat anchors you see everywhere else. Probably the same ones you saw last year, plus some more. Is there any other announcements we need to know about? Aside from the Sunday night 10-meter net, the tri-mode net on 10 meters, 10-meter upper sideband on 28.415, moving over to 10 meters FM, and then moving over to 10 meters on C4 FM. So that's the only one I know of. It's anywhere. Just let me know if you hear one. Are there any other announcements I forgot? All right, we're going to start here. We will be starting from the west, but first we're going to start out with the mobile first-time check-ins, or first time or mobile or short on time. Please come now.
KQ4 AET Mobile.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
Not much. Coming back from Madison, had dinner with my family. It was my sister-in-law's birthday, and so figure I'd catch you guys as we're going by. Probably adjacent to your QTH now. I'm coming up on Mount Juliet.
Oh yeah, you get a big signal.
Yeah, to you probably, for sure. Nobody else.
I don't know. What was the final number? Just a couple of dozen more than last year? Was that the story on the event?
You know what? I haven't heard the numbers. We got a meeting Saturday. We'll probably do a little hot wash of it then. As I told you, I wasn't there and involved with much of it when we actually came to the execution of it this year. So, but if I hear the numbers, I'll let you know.
Hot wash must be an Army term.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Never heard it before.
AAR, does that work? Have you heard that one?
The only thing we knew is we'd say, "What's the skinny?"
Yeah, hot wash, AAR is an after action review, stuff like that. That's what we usually said.
Oh, well, I've heard it mentioned as after action report. But you know, the Navy, we never really had the action.
Man, I'm told that's where all the action is at.
Oh, I don't know, man. Those long stints at sea ain't exactly a big action thing, you know.
Yeah, Roger. All right, well, I'll get out of the way real quick so that these other folks get in. Thanks again for running the net, and thanks for coming to Hamquest and helping promote it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all good. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. We're in the hobby. We're supposed to help each other and promote other things, and I try to promote all the Hamfest and any other stuff that's going on and events, as well as other Simplex nights. Who else? That was Chris. Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Echo Tango, and he is mobile, coming up towards me on a handheld, so he's got a real big signal here. Who else is short on time mobile or first time check-in?
You're in your Bravo short time.
All right, we had a multiple car wreck there, but I did hear Richard. He talked the most. He talked the longest because he checked in 2 people. How you doing, Richard?
I'm fine. I'm just going to be in and out tonight. Me and the better half have had a long day, and we're going to kind of take it easy tonight. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate all your efforts, and we'll holler at you when we can. 7B, everybody can hear my voice. God bless everybody as well. 7B3, KI4S, I'll be out of the way. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard and Stephanie, and they are checking in for their short on time tonight, going home because they're tired. Been busy. And that's KI4SIB and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Who else is mobile short on time or first time checking? Well, I got another nice train wreck, but I did hear Greg. How you doing, Greg? It's the first time in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm glad you can hear me, and I'm glad I won that train wreck. That's just on my handheld. I am hooked up to Diamond X50, about 12 feet off the ground, about 3.5 dB gain.
Awesome. That picture you sent me looks like you're living out in the country.
Yeah, it's crazy, and the moms are bringing the babies to me, and they just 15 feet away from me. They don't care, but I know how to behave and not spook them.
Yeah, we have a similar thing here. Every night, go outside and, I don't know, after midnight, and there'll be deer just roaming around in my driveway and front yard.
Yeah, we have eight of them at a time sometimes, so it's crazy. But yeah, we're near the lake, and lots of the woods, obviously, woods behind me, so that helps.
Cool. And so you get the X50 up how high?
This is only, the base of it's only 9 foot up, and this is what it's put in it. My elevation, I believe, is 508 feet, so it's up about 515, we'll say.
Yeah, well, again, going across the lake is fairly easy for me to receive, fairly.
Yeah, we're water, half of it's water in between, and I have a pretty good shot going your direction, no local hills.
Well, very good. Anything else for the net?
No, glad you can hear me. Hey, we're seeing.
Very good. That's Greg in his first check it up at his new location up in Henderson. He was in Antioch, but things were too quiet in Antioch, so he moved up to Hendersonville. Who else is mobile first time check-in or short on time?
And 4, TJF.
Hey, okay. I'm not gonna. There was somebody else breaking in too, but I cut him off. That's Richard. KN4 TJF. You sound good tonight.
Thank you, man. You do too. Got a little noise back there, but man, you sound good and clear.
Oh yeah, I got some static or whatever you got going on, and it's pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Appreciate what you do, Paul. Thanks.
All righty. Hope I can see you at the breakfast this coming Saturday.
That's possible. Very possible.
All right. Well, do the best you can. We hope to see you. Have a good week.
You do the same, sir. Thank you.
Yep, that was Rick in West Ashland City, Kilo November 4. Tango, Juliet, Foxtrot. Who else is short on time mobile or first time checking? All right, then we're going to start from the west. Please come now.
KG4 ILV.
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Is this your first time checking in?
First time tonight.
How goes it, Jack?
Doing fine. Got a little work outside today, man. It got pretty hot, but I got some stuff done.
It was I was out there with a little breeze, but it was no breeze, and standing out there just practically doing nothing. You felt like you were walking into an oven.
Yeah, I was out there till about 10:30, and it's like, okay, I've had my fun. I'm going inside. Then I went out there later on before dusk.
Even the dogs wanted in.
All right, Paul, thanks. I'll let somebody else check in. KG4ILV.
Very good. That is Jack. He is in Donaldson, which everyone knows is in Davidson County. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Yeah, Greg's normally west, but now Jack's all alone except for Charles, out way west. Anybody else west, please come now. All right, to the south. I got you in there, Larry. Everything going well? Very good. Your signal's a little scratchy, but I can still copy. Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. Who else is south? South or east? Well, it's going to be a lonely net. Nobody south or east? Mike wasn't feeling too well tonight. He told me he might not check in. Still, I hope he feels better. Who else is south or east or north?
84 Juliet.
Very good. You doing okay, Danny?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Greg sounded good.
Well, to you, I guess he would sound pretty good. He's a lot closer.
I don't know. He's a lot closer, but he's probably about the same difference between me and you to him now.
Right. Yeah, he always had a good signal to me, depending upon the band. But on 2 meters, yeah, always a cinch. And since he's only on 5 watts, he's doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you have a hot day at work today?
Oh, it was miserable. I'm exhausted just from running around and being out in it.
Did you refuse to open the door if they wanted to get out?
No.
Didn't want to let out the air conditioning?
That air conditioner is pretty good. The door can be open and they'll keep it halfway cool in there.
Oh, that's good. That must be a nice one. That's a diesel vehicle, is it?
No, it's got that big 460 in it. They call it Goliath or something like that.
Oh wow! Did I say on the air before I saw that car, the Ford, the Ford that has a oh gosh, what is that? That they always slap a title on it. I can't even think of the name of it now. Getting old. Anyway, it has a turbocharger on it. It's the Club Cab and the Ford pickup truck, and it's got with the turbocharger. It's got 770 horse. I think you need that one.
Oh wow! I don't know. The one I got is pretty good. We'll get up and go.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's hard to imagine who would need 770 horse.
Well, you put one of those excavators on a gooseneck behind one of them trucks, you'd be glad to have it.
I guess, unless you're hauling a 42-foot trailer, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, nothing else for the net.
No, I'll catch you on the next one.
Very good. That's Danny in Station Camp. Kilo Delta 4 Golf, Oscar November. Who else is north? It is indeed going to be a short net. Nobody else north?
KD4ZUW. I was waiting on somebody else, but I don't know.
Well, Carlin, we missed your last net. You weren't out there.
Yeah. Which one are you talking about? Saturday night?
No, I wasn't there for Saturday night either. I fell asleep. I was talking about Saturday night. Sunday night I fell asleep. And I woke up about 8:15 and missed everything. No, I was talking about Saturday night.
Oh. Well, I remember checking in up there on T20, but Michael never could hear me. He kept asking for check-ins, and I kept hollering, and he just couldn't hear me for some reason. I guess his beam was pointing in the wrong direction big time.
Yeah, well, he needs to. He shouldn't use a weather vane for a beam, should he?
Yeah, well, he needs to get him ground plane up. You know, when you're talking to, you're going to be a net control, you got to be able to omni around unless you're going to sit there and point the antenna at everybody.
I have done that before, but it's not fun to do.
Yeah, it'd be kind of wearing out on the rotor too.
Well, it's a pain because you can't hear anybody else sometimes, from behind or from the sides who is trying to check in.
Oh yeah, that's what was going on with me. He could not hear me. So I finally said, oh well. That's the way it goes.
Yep. You got anything good for the net tonight?
Yeah, well, it was kind of cool out there a while ago. I was down there talking to the neighbor, sitting there, and it's just a slight little breeze. I mean, just ever so slight, but still, I was like, what were they talking about on the news, on the weather? Talking about aggressive heat and stuff. I guess these people just don't get outside any, and they stay inside in air conditioning all the time. That's why it's killing them. And, I'm nice and I'm not glowing anymore where I get out and mow the yard about 3.5 hours at a time, and I'll stop to make me a sandwich and then fill the mower up so I can finish the yard. But, that lasts about 20 minutes, but I'm pretty much out there, about 3.5 hours, and I've got where all this oppressive heat they're talking about, it don't seem to bother me.
Well, and yet this afternoon. It was pretty hot outside if you're standing in the sun with no breeze. But right now, my thing here tells me it was 82 outside, and I don't think that's that hot.
Yeah, well, I went out at lunch. My mail gets here around about 1 o'clock. I usually try to wait till 1 o'clock to go check the mailbox. And I went out there, and I thought, well, it's hot, but it's not like they're carrying on the TV, like you're going to wet and melt down like the Wicked Witch of the West, so I don't know. Anyway, well, I hope everything's going okay with you. I hope Michael gets better, and I guess I'll hush up and let somebody else get in here and check in. And yeah, it is kind of light tonight. Maybe everybody's found them a place to stay cool and they don't want to get out of it. So I'll hush up, turn it back over to you, and let you get some more check-ins. KD4VW.
Yeah, very good, Carl. And by the way, I just looked at the Weather Underground, and it says, you see, Manhattan was complaining. I saw the news yesterday, I guess it was. Oh, it's at the blistering, awful, deadly heat. It's going to kill everybody. I noticed it's 80 degrees in Manhattan. Isn't that funny? And in Boston, it's 86. They said it was really, 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 really hot there. Dangerous heat, dangerous. And I don't get it. And the same thing with the tsunami. The tsunami was going to kill everybody. And all of a sudden, it's just what do they call it? A nothing burger. It wasn't anything. That tsunami. The only people that liked it was the surfers. Anybody else out there tonight? Any place, anywhere?
WB0NOO.
Hey, did you stay up all night to see what the tsunami was doing last night?
No, I didn't. I figured there would be an alert if it was going to affect me.
Yeah, it was funny when they said that, and it actually kind of blows your mind. It's what they say, it was 13 miles deep where that thing went, that tectonic plate was. I don't know how they figure that out, but they said, it's going to be horrible, and then there's like nothing. Nobody even noticed.
Yeah, it was a big earthquake, though. So, what did they say, an 8.6 or something? That's a big one.
You know how the Russians are. They always exaggerate.
Yeah. Well, I arrived kind of late tonight, so I have missed most of the net. But at least you got to hear my voice.
Oh, man, if you didn't show up, man, I was going to have a real bummer of an evening, I tell you. No, that they said that was the sixth biggest ever recorded on the planet. Is that tsunami? I mean, not the tsunami, but but the earthquake.
Yeah. Well, I think when I went to bed, it was maybe headed toward Japan or something. Of course, remember what happened to that and the Fukushima plant and all the carnage that it caused last time. So, but apparently it wasn't much there either.
No, it was. I saw the reports about Hawaii and New Zealand and California. California, they hardly even noticed on the West Coast.
Yep. Well, I think I did see some extra ripples on Old Hickory Lake.
Yeah, sure. You saw some ripple wine bottles is what you saw.
Yeah, that too. All right, well, carry on. I'll listen. WB0NOO.
All right, you make number 11. We're really clicking them in here tonight. That was Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar, and he is up by the lake waiting for the tsunami to hit Cumberland. Who else is north or anywhere?
KF4 KFQ.
Hey, Tony, you're checking in late tonight. How you doing?
Ski tank.
Well, I'm above ground, trying to stay warm. It hit 101 here in beautiful downtown Smyrna today.
Oh, I'm surprised it was that low, actually.
Well, the mayor, she had the dome open for a while, but then she closed it and turned on the AC. So, yeah, that brought everything back down again.
I'm telling you, it was a pretty blistery afternoon out there because I was out just messing around in the yard, and I said, man, I looked at the dogs, and they were waiting to go in. Usually it's the other way around. I make them come in,
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, but, I ain't got nothing. I'm just here.
All right, well, very good. You've been busy because I've been busy as all get out.
I've been doing busy work.
Yeah, my busy was I had Roto-Rooter in the city out here working on my sewer.
Yeah, well, you're putting out some quality load there.
Well, it was just too much for him, man.
Yeah, probably need to have the city come in and put you in like a 22-inch main.
Yeah, the city here actually takes care of your sewer. Everything from the house outward is the responsibility of the city.
Yeah, that's the way it is in most cities.
I don't know if it is or it isn't. I really don't know. This is the only one I've ever had to mess with it that way. In fact, this one even has, because we have the grinder pump that goes along with this, a collection. I forget what they even call it. I'll call it what do you call it? Anyway, it's got a sump with a grinder pump, and everything that comes out of my house goes into that, grinds it up, and pumps it out to the city.
Yeah. Anyway, no, my girls just won 107 to 101, Fever over the Mercury.
Hey, does that woman, Caitlin, still working for the Fever?
Yeah, she scored 22 points tonight.
Oh, for some reason, I thought I caught a blurb that said she was doing something else, but I think she was just off for an injury or something, wasn't she?
Yeah, she pulled a groin. She re-injured her groin injury that she had. She came back too quick, and truthfully, I had that very same injury back many years ago, and it's very painful.
After watching football, baseball, hockey, and whatever else since I was a young teen or even younger than that, I thought only men had groins.
Yeah, well, no comment. KF4, KFQ.
Very good. I'm not used to hearing it about women. Sounds funny to me. Anyway, that was Tony, KF4 KFQ. He's in Smyrna, and they do put up the dome when that weather gets out of hand down there. Anybody else? Please come down.
Oh, by the way, you're gonna love Connections tonight.
Oh, I always look forward to it because sometimes I just want to pull my hair out and I set it aside and don't even look at it until the next day.
Yeah, well, it was only after I completed it I realized what they were up to. But okay, you're gonna love it.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, it's hit and miss for me, but depends on how mad I get. Anyway, that was Tony. Anybody else out there?
Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango.
G4 MIC.
Hey, Kevin, hold on one second. I got, is it Kilo? I got the Echo Whiskey Tango. How you doing? This is Wes, isn't it?
No, it's Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango. You're messing me up. Echo Whiskey Tango. Kilo November 4, Echo Whiskey Tango. It's Thomas, your pizza guy.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I had your name confused with somebody else. I'm sorry. Is it busy tonight?
No, I'm off work. I'm fixing to run into Kroger real quick. I just wanted to throw my name out there.
You going to pick up some of their frozen pizza?
No, I'm getting cotton candy grapes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you shop in Lebanon, I take it.
Not normally, but Kroger's the only place that has them.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had them. How are they different?
It's hard to describe, dude. They are absolutely amazing, and they're like $6 a bag.
Well, again, it's if you like it, it's worth it, right?
Worth every penny.
Where do they bring those in from?
They got a farm out in California that specializes in the hybrid grape.
I'll have to look for those. I go in Kroger every week or two.
Yeah, man, give them a try, but I'm going to run in here before the store closes.
Yeah, you better. You only got 35 minutes, I think. That was Thomas, Kilo November 4 Echo Whiskey Tango, over there near Lebanon. He's normally farther west than that, though. Alrighty. Who else is... Kevin. Got Kevin in there. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, ain't nothing to it, Paul. Just hanging out, trying to stay cool over here.
You got to break down and buy a window air conditioner, man.
I tell you, I need to do something. It gets to be a hot one over here sometimes, but I'm not going to complain because it could be cold, or it could be hotter, you know. But yeah, I hadn't done too much of nothing today, Paul. Just tried to stay in the house and stay cool. I went out a little bit, done some work this morning in the shed, and really wasn't much of nothing to write home about, you know. And I come back in the house, sat around and watched a little TV, and done a few things in the house, and that's about the gist of it, man. Just hanging out, trying to stay cool.
Your dog does not agree.
He's fighting with one of the other ones, probably the cat or something. Ain't no telling. He's a grumpy old cuss.
How old?
About 7.
Oh, that's not too old. Man, we lost one last year. I think it was last year. She was like 21.
Yeah, I heard you say that, and that's sad. That's sad. And did you have her long?
Oh, my wife had her since she picked her up at the shelter in Lebanon in 2004 or something like that.
Oh, well, I should say so. Goodness, that's a pretty good long time there. Yeah, man, heck yeah. That's almost like missing a family member disappearing on you. Yeah. He was a real good boy. He was a real good dog, and it just broke my heart. It broke my heart for like a month, Paul. Man, and thinking about it now, I'm kind of tearing up. But it really when you miss somebody, when somebody goes like that, even a dog or a cat or a bird or whatever, if you had them so long, you just feel like part of the family.
Yeah, you had something going on with your. I don't know whether it was your push to talk messed up or the radio. I don't think it was the radio, but you actually you had a regular audio, and then it went down, so it was really, really, really faint, like it wasn't even making it through the microphone properly. You know what I mean?
It might be my power supply. It's probably just dying on me, or it might be this radio overheating. Heck, there ain't no telling. Or I don't know, could be anything.
No, I just wanted to tell you about it. That's all. No, in fact, yesterday or today, I was in my mind, I was reminiscing about the dog I had when I was a kid, and she was just my buddy. She was just a great dog, and we had a lot of fun together. And then she lived to be about 17, and I had left home by that time, and she died when I was gone. And I still I said, I hope we can see her in heaven.
Yeah, that's all dogs go to heaven.
Oh, I've had a couple of dogs I think are in hell right now.
You and me both. I had a couple there, and I think I got one now. He's a little demon. He's a little ankle biter all the time at me. I walk through the house in the middle of the night, Paul. I try to be sneaky. I know where the cracks are. I know where the squeaks, and I just about know everything in this, squeaking. And I go through there and try to be as quiet as I can be. But oh no, that little dog, he's got demon ears. He hears me every time.
Oh, I know. I got a couple of them like that. As soon as they hear something, it's like it's a watchdog. I don't think he's trying to be a watchdog, but as soon as he hears something, wham, he's barking. I mean, instantly.
Oh, absolutely. All right, well, I'll get out of your hair. You take care and be safe. KG for him, I see.
All right, very good. It was Kevin over, and he's in Smith County, on the outskirts of Lebanon and Smith County. I'm not sure how that works, but it's Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu. And, of course, his name is Kevin. Who else is out there? Is any place anywhere, but I'm going to move on to the dilly-dallers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater, kerchunkers, shape-shifting, lizard people, moon landing deniers, moon occupied by alien believers, as well as the deniers. The moon people, other nations having mining operations on the backside of the moon, those who deny that. Flat earthers, flat earth deniers, Scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end time survivalists, and the everlasting believers in Bigfoot, which my wife is one of them, and I have to be too. It's just part of the deal being married. Is there anybody else checking in? All righty, we ended up with a whopping 14. And we're going to be moving over to 446, 415. Remember, I'm only on 20 watts, so most people should be able to hear me, but I'm not going to have the biggest signal on the band with this older radio. So I could switch over to my 85 watt Alinco, but I'd have to pick it up and hook it up, and I'm not going to do that. I love that 85 watts, but I don't need it. Anyway, 446, 415. We'll see you there. Alrighty, here we are on 446, 415 FM. Who we got? Any place? Well, we'll just start from the west. Please come down.
KG4 LV.
Very good. We got a monster signal there on 70 centimeters. Am I the same signal strength to you? And this is on 70 centimeters or 2 meters?
No, you're much brighter here. I was going to tell you earlier, yesterday, Tampa, Florida reached 100 degrees for the first time.
Yeah, I heard that. I was shocked because I lived there for 37 years, and almost 37, and they had never hit 100 in the history of the Weather Service there. So hitting 101, it's a record, but it's like I don't think anybody, if we didn't have a thermometer stuck up their nose, they wouldn't know it.
Right. I guess there wasn't enough ocean breeze to hold it under 100.
I don't know. Besides, it's at the airport. Nobody lives at the airport.
True. All right, I'll let you get on with it.
Yep, that was Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo northwest.
Yeah, you're on the wrong west now, man. You're actually north. Anyway, very good, Greg. I got a good copy on you. It's a little scratchy, but good copy. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west? Down to the south? Nobody south? How about east? Boy, this is going to be easy night. I'll be able to sleep tonight. Who else? East or north?
What's going?
All righty, we got Kilo Golf 4. No, it's not Kilo Golf. It's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. It was pretty scratchy here. How are you copying me there, Danny?
Just audio, no signal.
Yeah, you got really noisy to me. I'm not sure why the conditions would be that bad. What are you using for 70 centimeters?
791, 991 was on the side.
Yeah, you should be doing fine, I would think, but it's really scratchy tonight. Anyway, that's Danny, Kilo Golf 4, Golf Oscar November in Station Camp. Who else is north? Who else is north or west? Or east? Well, actually north. Say that again.
I got a question. Danny, can you copy me K4?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I think it's copy on 2 minutes.
Very good, Dad. You're very clear. I'll let Paul continue on K4 TV.
Yeah, very good. Glad you guys could confirm. That's one of the reasons we were here, is to help everybody figure out who they can hear and hear what. That was Danny and KD4GON and Greg KD4CV confirming how well they copied each other since one of them relocated. Who else is any place, anywhere? Any place, anywhere, please come now. All right, 1, 2, 3. Wow, we had 4 people in there tonight. There's nobody else out there on 70 centimeters? Somebody just make up a call, man. No, don't do that. All right, we're going to go over to 28.415, where we'll just be me. 28.415 is where we're going. We'll see you there. K4PW.
Very important to say, of course.
Alrighty, we're here on 10 meters, 28.415. Looking for check-ins from any place, anywhere. Please come down.
24
Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November. Very good. That's Danny. Who else is any place, anywhere?
KG4 ILV.
You both sound really good tonight. Kilo Golf 4, Indy Lima, Victor, Jack, and Donaldson. Who else? If there's anybody here, I don't hear. I thought I heard something, but I don't think I did. It's the ghost of Christmas past. Who else? Anybody plays anywhere? We end up with 3 so far. I swear I'm hearing somebody. Has nobody else copied it? That's why it's good if Mike's here, because he has a pretty good copy on things I can't, and vice versa sometimes. Well, very good. It's been a thin night, but that's all right. Everybody who shows up is important, and we give away participation trophies. That's what we're going to do tonight. And we're moving right over to 223.415, where we'll probably have 2. So we'll see you there, K4PW. Closing out the net. Closing out the big net.